had this crazy idea, 100 vlogs in 100 days. We are currently on episode 32, so this one is going to be the progress report or the benchmark. Going into this, I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I wanted to do this anyways. I'm not going to lie, it's completely what I expected. It's difficult, it's fast-paced, your brain's on overspeed 24/7, but I knew this was going to happen. I'm using this as a test run just because there will be projects coming up that require a much more definitive response, and whether that be keeping something in, cutting something out, filming something, but realizing, okay, you don't need it for the story, so we're just gonna cut it. This is really helping me pick and choose those moments. It's making me be much more selective in what I film, selective in what I choose, and the ultimate goal that I put out when starting this challenge is I just wanted to get better at vlogging. I wanted to get better at creative selection from almost a directorial aspect. And lastly, I just wanted to see if I could do it. For me, if there's something I want to test out, I'm always going to try it and not be dismissive of it, because I hate leaving things on a what if or a hypothetical, but that's just me. So far, I would definitely say this has been going pretty well. Nothing too crazy, nothing too extreme. I haven't gone into a pit of despair. I'm not overstressed, nothing too extreme or harsh, but I will say there are some noticeable effects. I will dive deeper into this later in the video, but yes, I can confidently say if you want a daily vlog, really think twice. Make sure you're prepared for what's gonna hit you, because no matter how hard you get hit, you're in this space of you just have to go, go, go. And for me, I knew that was coming, but I just didn't know how fast. Breakfast done. Most important meal of the day. If you don't eat breakfast, eat breakfast. Come on. Since this is a progress report, checkpoint, whatever you want to call it, I do want to go over the effects it has had on me mentally, as well as my daily life, and then lastly, of course, analytically. That one I think is going to be the most interesting, at least for me. Overall, I just want to see what kinds of videos are doing well versus which aren't, because an easy way, at least from my past experience, what I've been able to tell is the click-through rate and the percentage of viewers you get from YouTube's recommended, because that essentially means they are pushing it out there to people that might not know who you are. So I'm very interested to kind of go over all of that. So to make this very easy, I'm going to cut this into 3 different categories. We're going to have mental, daily life, and then analytically will be at the end. So let's get a big drum roll and kick it off with mental. So with mental, there's nothing crazy when doing the daily vlog. The biggest thing I've noticed is my brain is working 24/7 and it doesn't shut off. For example, before the day even starts, the night before, I'm thinking, okay, ideas for video for the next day. So then I look at my next day, try to pick pieces in and out of what can I film, what can I not. When I wake up, I'm already thinking, okay, what do I have to do? What's on my workload? What am I filming for the vlog? It's like a checklist. Like my brain is always in checklist mode, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. Looking from the outside in, I would see this and think, wow, this person's gonna burn out pretty quick. But there are aspects to the approach of daily vlogging that I'm taking that helps balance that out and ultimately avoids this burnout. So for mental, thing I would tell you to expect is tell your brain upstairs to expect stimulus 24/7 because your brain will not stop. And if you don't keep up with it, you're just going to get very stressed very fast. And I will say I have gotten stressed over the fact of it's 12 p.m. in the day and I haven't even picked up the camera because I just don't know what to film. But again, it's that go, 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 like you can't dwell in it and you just have to keep going. The biggest benefit I'd say from daily vlogging so far that I see is that it doesn't let you dwell in the past. Like, you have to be current, you have to be present, and then on top of that, you have to think of the future. You almost have to plan around what you know is coming, and then if shit goes wrong, you just have to take it and then just readjust like instantly. So honestly, I kind of like that aspect of it. Can't complain about that. Let's now give another drum roll and move this on into daily life. Right off the bat, I will say my daily life is heavily affected by this daily vlog, but not in a negative sense, and it doesn't hinder my ability to do anything else. The only past experience that I've had that feels almost familiar or similar in a sense is prep. And I mean that in the regard to you have to be regimented and you have to have control over your time if you want to be successful in daily vlogging. Like I said earlier, when I wake up, I already know what I need to do. When I wake up, I already know what I have to do. And outside of that, it's just filling in, okay, what else do I need to do? Like, what else is on my work log? What else do I have to do? What other, anything definitely affects your daily life, but just in the sense that you have to always be prepared and you need to use your time wisely. And obviously you don't have to let the vlog run your life. Like, you shouldn't be living for your vlog. This was a lesson. It was a video Casey Neistat a few years back, but essentially it was like his new breakdown of how he wanted to vlog. And essentially it was the idea that the vlogs he makes would be snippets and bits of his life that were interesting enough to put into a video or create a story out of, but he would never go out of his way, or he would never live in the pursuit of getting content. And after seeing that, that really helped me, just because from the start of this vlog, that was kind of the message I sent out with. The old way would be just to document your entire day and then just make a chronologically time-based video. For me, personally, I would get very bored, not only as a viewer, but as a creator of that kind of content. And don't get me wrong, there are creators that are very successful with this. For example, anytime someone runs a prep series, and the viewers enjoy seeing that extreme repetitiveness because it's chasing a goal. And when I look at it like that, it's because it's contributing to the story, which is the goal, and it helps the viewer become much more invested with the character. When you do daily vlogs and every topic is different, it's kind of hard to do that. And that's the challenge. All right, you nosy sons of bitches, we are here, analytical. This is something I've also been very intrigued with, so we're kind of taking this progress report together from here on out, just because I haven't really looked at this. So let's hop into my studio, and if there's anything blurred, it's just probably because in editing I deemed maybe it wasn't right to share, but I have a feeling we'll be okay. But let's go to channel analytics. Okay, so this is the last 28 days. Can I do custom? When was the first day? Here we are. In this selected period, I got about 57,500 views, 4.2K hours of watch time, plus 697 subscribers, and revenue is $283.33. I am not 100% aware if that is amazing, but again, this is the first checkpoint, so kind of using this as a baseline to see how everything's going. And then for the top content in this period, we have, okay, so obviously full day of eatings, I guess, are your guys' favorite. That doesn't really surprise me, just because, I mean, in the fitness industry realm, for fitness YouTube, full day of eatings, they usually always do pretty solid. For my top recent videos, it would be the recomp explanation, me finally getting to train with Anthony, and then mic'd up push day. Whenever you hear YouTubers say it's like a 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, or if you just know, if you've heard of it, it essentially is comparing your last 10 videos, your last 10 uploads, and putting them time-based scale. So these are the videos that have done the best for me in this 12.5-hour time period. This one, the one I just uploaded yesterday, which was a late upload just because the day was very hectic. So if you haven't watched it yet and you found this one first, go watch the last one. Let's now take a look at the last 90 days. So this was before I started the daily vlog. I only posted one other video, and that one actually did very well. In this sense, you can see, obviously I wasn't posting on YouTube for a fat minute. We got this spike on July 21st, 2023. That was the first video once I got back here that I posted. And then you can kind of see this consistent, I would say the baseline is like probably around 1200 with like occasional spikes here and there. From a dead zero to this, I would say is very good. Watch time, same exact thing. You can see this initial spike, and then I took some time, and then you know what, I said fuck it, I actually really want to do this. So we started, and from there it's been a slow increase. And again, from here we just had straight zero. We had that initial spike at 233, and then from there we kind of we've been slowly but consistently growing, and that's great. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. And now for the revenue. The revenue, YouTube honestly isn't something I'm looking to make a lot of money off of. It's really just something I want to experiment with, create my own videos. Obviously, once this challenge is complete, I'm definitely going to take the gas off in terms of vlogging. Like I'll do like twice a week instead of 7 times a week, just so that way I have more time to put together videos and actually care about them. And to be honest, this revenue that I make, it will 100% just go back into equipment, and it'll just help me elevate not only my content but the people that I work for. So I always do want to get better, and right now when I see this, I'm in a happy space just because it's a good baseline, you know? But at the end of the day, like I said, the goal for this isn't so much to chase the plaque, although don't get me wrong, I would love a plaque one day. But looking at it now, I definitely just want to use this as a tool to get better at creative decision, making those director-based choices, and basically just become a better video maker. I'm not going to say filmmaker because I've never put a video I've produced into a film festival. Maybe once I do that, then I'll consider myself a amateur shitty filmmaker. But for right now, I'm just a video maker. I love what I do, and I'm always looking at ways to get better at it, and this was a way I thought I could get better at it. And I will say, I'm very happy where things are at right now. We're slowly building, we're slowly growing, and I notice still every single one of you, it hasn't gotten to a point where it's hard to keep up, so I still see all of you guys that are supporting. Thank you guys a lot. I appreciate it very much. But after those results, it just makes me hungrier. I just want to keep going. We got 68 days to go. I'm not slowing down. There are no expectations because I am not worried about it, because I need to worry about episode 33. So thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe, and help me out. Share it with your friends, share it on your story, share it with anyone. Or don't, you know, you can do that too. But all right guys, bye. I've been thinking how our taste